Hey there, friends. Today I've got something very special to show you. I was digging through some of my archives and I found a lot of my old EPCOT Center materials, newspapers, guide maps. So I thought I'll go ahead and dig that out and show it to you. So here, come check this out. Okay, the first thing I have to show you is it's kind of a guide, and I think may have been one of the very first guides to have been given away when you enter the park. And as you can see, it's kind of unusual. It's not something you would normally see as a guide. It opens up like this. And here you kind of have a drawing of the park. Unfortunately, I was a kid and I drew I erased this part out here, so I wanted to see how the boats traveled through. But other than that, this is not in bad shape. What's interesting about this is this wheel that's here. Check this out. This little wheel thing turns and you can see the pavilion, the description over here, the name of the pavilion over here on the side. So you'd have to rotate this to see what the next pavilion is. But on the back of this, there's a whole informational about the Kodak disc cameras, so I'm sure this had something to do with that. And I can tell this is kind of a pre-opening or very close to the opening. This may be one of the earliest guide maps or guides to Epcot Center, because look, Horizons isn't even open yet. That was the first pavilion to open after the park opened. It was not even open yet. So this folds up, and then you can see, if I can get in here, you can see more of the property information there. You got the listings of the different countries here and the Future World pavilions here. I had forgotten I had this, honestly. Wow. Some of the creative things that they came up with back then. Now this is another more traditional style guidebook, but I don't think it's pretty old. It's not even, again, you have more of the drawing style of the map, and you can see over here Horizons is done in this one, so this must have been 83 after Horizons opened. That was the first pavilion to open, but over here on this side you'll see that there is no living seas over here at all. Look at this. This is just really fascinating to see how this was back then. Of course, Future World. Here's all the different attractions there in Future World. You can see all the different pavilions here. World of Motion. Then we get into the World Showcase. Different countries. And then kind of a basic map of the property. Look how simple it was back then. You got EPCOT, you got the Magic Kingdom, and that's it. Here's something that I got. I think this is from 1985, based on the very teeny tiny writing that's on this particular card. But this is one of the earliest tickets that they gave you back then. $23. That's how much it cost to get into Epcot back in 1985. 23 bucks. See on the back here. So this ticket I've had for 32 years now. But we got this, the dawn of a new Disney era. A commemorative pre-opening guide to Epcot Center down here. But look at this, man, this is awesome. You got Spaceship Earth being built. Information on the different pavilions. You got World Showcase. The China Pavilion being built. Mark Twain over here. This would be, I guess it's Mexico. I'm not really sure what this is. The dawn of a new era. And I actually have two of these. Somehow I managed to get two. And now I have some newspapers of the opening of Epcot. This is the folder that I used to keep all of my Epcot stuff in. You can see I kind of cut out an article and put it in here. But there's a calendar. This is what I find interesting. They had printed a this is out of the Orlando Sentinel. They had printed a calendar of Epcot dedications. Opening day, dedication of the park, China Pavilion, World of Motion, Canada Pavilion. I mean, each one of these pavilions had their own separate dedication. How cool is that? There's a picture of the land. This is an article about Disney's original vision for Epcot, what it was going to look like. The search goes on to line up more Epcot sponsors. I'm not sure. This is in Italy, I think. And this was in this bull would have been in World of Motion. I guess this is the exchange, or maybe this is the ticket booths being built. Not really sure. Disney plans Epcot debut. Again, I can't read upside down. Having a hard time with that. Look at it. Under construction. Epcot shapes up as time runs out. Here's one of my more favorite pictures. Remember the what was this called? Like the super color tunnel or whatever in Imagination. I love this thing. I couldn't understand how it worked, but it was awesome. Here is a picture of the cars pulling up to the booths here, trying to get into Epcot. I don't know if this was the first day of it or what, but look at all those cars, man. Everybody's trying to get in. A lot of old vehicles in this picture. This is an entire map of Epcot Center. It's pretty cool. It's got Spaceship Earth is right here. Universe of Energy is here. Living Seas, it says, opens in 1984. I don't think it opened until 86. And Horizons, 83. The Land is over here, Journey into Imagination, World of Motion, Mexico. And then you got the Cast Center building right over here, so you can kind of see all the behind-the-scenes stuff. American Adventure, Italy, Germany, Japan, France, United Kingdom. Of course, now they filled in a lot of these gaps with other pavilions. I do actually have full newspapers from the Orlando Sentinel back when Epcot opened. Look at this. Look at this crowd. Look at those people. Look at this crowd of people all trying to get into Epcot when it opened. Can you see the date right here? October 2nd, 1982. That's the date when this opened. October 2nd, 1982. Oh, people sleeping on the top of their car. Here it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. People sleeping on their car. Right there. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at this. All these people piling in to Epcot. The singing and dancing over here. Oh, we're so happy it's open finally. Remember the 3D glasses they had for Imagination? Oh, check it out. I wondered if I could find it again. Here's the Atari, the Atari advertisement. This was 82, so Atari was still pretty big then. You remember the World Key? This was like Disney's like touch screen that they would have. But yeah, the World Key was kind of their original touch screen information system that they had. And it was I thought it was very slow. It was cool because it was a touch screen and everything. But it was very slow and it didn't last. This looks like the back of this right here that this guy's holding, I think, is the same thing that I have. Oh, look at this picture. This is an advertisement, but look, here's a picture of Spaceship Earth under construction. Here's a dream come true. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. Epcot avoids World's Fair flaws. Epcot avoids World's Fair flaws. Remember the lean machine at World of Motion? I thought that was such a cool idea, is just to have a little small car that you can like zip in and out and everything. And for some reason, I always zeroed in on that one, and I think this car here too. It was at World of Motion. I always thought those were super cool. And here we go, a frantic finish. Look at this. Look, there's kind of a quick timeline here of the park being built right there. What does that say? Projects creator still finding small stuff that needs polish. Eiffel Tower. I believe that's in Universe of Energy. I think that's the dinosaur. Yeah, I'm reading it upside down. But Spaceship Earth. This looks like an advertisement, but it's actually kind of showing you what the park looked like when it was nothing, when it was beginning to be something, and then when it was finally something. Oh, here we go, Horizons. Any Horizons fans? Horizons, a vision of the future, which is sadly no more. Now it's Mission Space. And lastly, we have a newspaper about World Showcase. A taste of faraway places. It's fancy shopping with all the frills. Fancy shopping with all the frills. Oh, check it out. A VCR is only 719 bucks. Whoa. Japan. Pagoda at center stage with chopsticks. Here's the American Adventure Pavilion right here. Right up here. China. And then check out these prices for Magic Kingdom and EPCOT Center. An annual pass, $100. $15 for a one-day admission ticket. Yeah, I think the ticket prices have outpaced inflation. And last but certainly not least, probably my most prized EPCOT collectible from back in the day. I don't know, it's some kind of, I think it's a promotional book that they gave out, and I want to say that they only gave these to employees or friends of employees. But look how awesome that is. Sorry, my finger's in the way here. Let me get my finger. There you go. And then on the back, you've got the monorail. And then let me show you what it looks like on the inside. Now this book is very delicate, as you can see. I had to tape it up here on the side years ago. Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. Look at this. It's got like a whole map of what the grounds looked like back then. And this really nice painting right here. Oh, and I love this. This is an amazing painting of a completed EPCOT Center. Living Seas is in that one because it was originally supposed to open when the park opened, but they kind of fell behind schedule, I think, with that one. Horizons over here. Of course, that's gone now. This would have the logos for every one of the different pavilions. I love these paintings. These paintings are awesome. Universe of Energy, before Ellen took over the Universe of Energy. Even though I've seen this show before, I still don't quite understand what's going on there. And you had the dinosaurs. World of Motion, that's basically gone now because it's been replaced by Test Track. But look at this. Oh, and I love these little, I guess, maquettes or whatever these are called. Little scenes from the ride. Journey into Imagination. The land. Horizons. Of course, Horizons is gone now. It was one of my favorite rides, opening in 1983. Living Seas. I love the Living Seas. I still do. Communicore. Does anybody remember Communicore? There actually used to be some attractions there in the center. Now it's Innovations or whatever. Okay, World Showcase. American Adventure. Canada. United Kingdom, France, Japan in my accent, and then Italy, Germany, China, and Mexico. And here's some coming soon to World Showcase. Israel. Ooh, wow, Israel. Equatorial Africa. Ooh, can't wait for that one. And Spain. Wow. Whatever happened to these? Well, Equatorial Africa ended up becoming a whole park of its own in Animal Kingdom. And of course, Israel and Spain just never came out. Some behind the scenes looks here. Alright, so that's pretty much the extent of my EPCOT memorabilia from back in the day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.